Hopefully the water bottle's not too loud. Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. Now I'm on my walk and I'm reading the 12-week year by Brian Moran and Michael Lennington. Brian Moran and Michael Lennington. Now I'm reading the book, and something that stood out to me, and I don't think a lot of people understand, that in order for you to get through your breakthrough, you have to face fear, discomfort, and uncertainty. And that's something deep. Because the reality is, oftentimes we try to face things head on. I'm going to be ambitious. I'm going to be goal driven. I'm going to be passionate about what it is. But in order to get that breakthrough, which tends to be you recognizing that there is something that you want to do, but then again, there's a level of discomfort because it's different than what you're used to. You know, the difference between starting a business and running a business can be very different. For somebody who's been doing it on the job for the last 5 or 10 years, all you're expected to do is to come in and do your job. But when you start a business, you wear all these multiple hats. You don't know where money's going to come from. Time commitments start to be a lot more strict. And if you don't get that in order, your business tends to fail. And so we can't approach everything, we can't approach every activity in our life or every opportunity in our life with the same mindset and expect the same results. But one thing, again, that resonated really well with me is that in order for you to get that breakthrough, you got to face fear, you got to face some uncertainty, you got to face some discomfort. Because a lot of it's unknown, right? Like, you haven't done it. Maybe you've seen somebody else do it. Oh, it's very windy out here. Maybe you've seen somebody else do it. Maybe they told you it was easy, but they didn't walk you through step by step. And if they did, great. That seems to be what coaching is, right? Or they were a mentor to you and they walked you through what they did so that they can ensure that you get either the same results or you get better results. But if you haven't received that, then it's going to be uncertain. It's going to be very uncomfortable. Oh, look at that butterfly. It's going to be very uncomfortable. And you're going to fear a lot of stuff during that period because it's just natural tendencies for us to fear things that are just unknown. You know, what if we don't make the money that we need to make in order to keep a payroll going? What if we don't receive a certain amount of leads that we need in order for us to convert our sales for this month? What if, we're without internet and we can't process or do our typical workflow as we handle calls using the internet? Well, there are so many different unknowns, and until you face them, you won't know that they're unknown. So this is where the uncertainty comes from. So as I'm walking and understanding the 12-week year, we put so much time into this 1 year that we want to achieve things in this 1 year, 12 months time, 365 days, but not all of us need to operate on a 12-month year. I'm a busybody. I like to do a lot of different things. But I realize that in order for me to keep my pace and to keep the things in my focus, I have to shorten the amount of time in which it takes to get these things done. So as I move forward in 2026 and beyond, I am treating every year like there's 4 years within a year. It just so happened that the 4 years, I done dropped my bookmark. And it's so windy. Don't leave me. My back starts. But every year is going to have 4 years within it. It's going to start with the first year. It's going to go something like this: 2026 1, 2026 2, 2026 3, and 2026 4. And most of you who are, in finance or accounting, you probably already operate in quarters. But again, this is not a quarter. This is the year in which I am psychologically focusing on being able to accomplish what I would normally accomplish in 12 months in 3 months' time. If you're up for the challenge, come join me. That's it for now.